Queen. It's like I've been spoken back with since they had the 8-packs. Like, it's gonna whatever you want to do with it, but it's just one of those items, man. Like I'm never.
You got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced it to my stove. Please don't take it like me. I like it down on me. I'm hurting these suckers' feelings. I'm allergic to broke niggas, cause of me. If I post up a lot, they gon' raid me. I'm a trap nigga.
Alright, shout out to all the Fetty Wap fans, man. I know somebody is going to say, Fetty who? Well, you know, he had a moment where he fell off and all that, but Fetty made some classic music that's going to be around for years to come. Plus, he's a real stand-up guy, and I'll get into that in a minute. But with that said, it's always good to see new photos of him because, you know, he's away from the scene. He's doing time in prison. Fetty Wap was sentenced to 6 years behind bars. Let me say something. Fetty Wap and his team, none of them folded on each other. They have a saying, when you in these streets, if 6 of you get caught, trust and believe that when you get behind them doors and they lock you in those rooms and they start the interrogation and they start scaring you with a sentence, hey, you better tell us what we need to know. You're looking at 35 to life in here. Almost everybody starts squealing. Out of 6 people, at least 2 to 3, half of you are going to cop a plea, start telling something. Fetty Wap's whole team, every man on that team said, listen, give me what you got to give me. I got what's coming to me. Send me up the road. Let me go do my time. Nobody told on anybody else. And that right there is what you call tight-knit and stand up. Now, with that being said, I'm not glorifying what they did. If you don't know, Fetty Wap was caught in a large-scale drug operation where they were accused of being the plug, the guy, the man on his coast as they were transporting drugs from out west to the east and locking down a whole city. And we talking about kilos and kilos and kilos of cocaine and a bunch of other things, right? When he was arrested, there was over $1 million in cash at the scene. Now remember, this is a rapper who fell off, and a lot of people say fell off as in his music wasn't hitting on the charts anymore and the shows weren't booked and busy like he was before. Fetty spoke about that from behind bars after he got arrested. He said, man, this music thing is funny, you know, but I was trying and I tried and I'm putting out good work, but it just wasn't hitting. The crowd was not responding. So therefore, the bookings dried up, the money stopped coming in, and you know, I got a lifestyle to maintain and I got a family to take care of more than anything else. So at one point, I made a dumb decision and I said, fuck it. I'm going to go back to what I know how to do best. And he went back to slanging that yayo. And it was making a whole lot of money. Obviously, half of these rappers, I would go as far as to say about 95% of these rappers, you can't catch them with $1 million in cash any given day. They just don't have it. And it ain't their money. And a lot of them use prop money in their videos, which we know of now. And a lot of them are flaunting around other people's money and other people's belongings, like the cars and the house and all that. Fetty Wap, on the other hand, he actually had that money. But it was dangerous money. It was street money. It was drug money. It was money that the feds was watching. It was money that got him put in prison. Lucky for him, he only ended up with 6 years though, right? Cop a plea, pled guilty, but I don't have nothing to say to you. Give me what you gotta give me. The whole squad get hit. Everybody is up doing time, right? Now Fetty Wap shares new pictures, and these pictures, brand new, came out of the penitentiary on April 29th of 2024. Just to let us know that I'm holding my head up, man. I'm gaining, putting my weight up, and I'm doing my time. So Fetty Wap is sharing yet another new picture from prison. His latest image comes with a message about finding some good people through these trying times. You already know it's got to be rough in there. You locked in, you boxed in, when you a kind of person who is used to having a limelight on you. Because believe it or not, Fetty Wap is very notable. Just the fact that he has one eye missing and he has a certain kind of look to him, everybody knows him wherever he goes, whether he has songs on the charts or not. So to go from a place where you travel a lot, you drive nice cars, you live in nice houses, and you're making a lot of money, whether legally or illegally, you're in the hot spots, where the party is at, where the people know your name, and then suddenly you behind bars and it's quiet. And don't nobody behind bars give a fuck about your rap status. You better get muscled up and surviving here, because this is what it's about. Convict code. It hits differently. So, of course, he's going through it. Loneliness, missing his children, missing his family. A lot of time to think about what the hell he got into. I'm sure right now he's saying to himself, man, maybe if I had switched my style up and came back with something new, reinvent myself, maybe if I had just went harder at the music or the promotion or tried harder. But you know that drug money, once you know how to get it, it ain't hard, man. It's just about moving about and linking up with the links and transporting something from A to B. You know what I mean? Riding dirty, sometimes flying low key, and you getting your money. It's not like formulating these songs over these beats and going to the studio late hours and being in the studio 8, 9, 10 hours straight trying to bang out a banger, and then that banger doesn't work, so you got to do it all over again, and then you got to take the disappointment of pumping money into a project, and then you lose all that money because the project didn't hit, no matter how you promote it. All that. Maybe this is his moment to think a lot. But for right now, he said this. He says, you never go nowhere life will take you. You never know where life will take you, but you find some good people along the way. This is what he wrote. Now, he said, I got a few homies I met during my time down that's real stand-up ninjas. My brother Tay Banger, the Prez, and the Mobster 100. Now, I don't know. You know, you're gonna need some people to hold you down in these trying times. And Fetty Wap went in pretty skinny, lightweight, and you know he is probably subject to, or subjected to, or could be seen as food. Let's put it that way. You Fetty Wap, you drive nice cars. You got a lot of money. You got fame. Somebody is going to try to extort you so you can put money on their books and take away your sneakers and do all this other stuff. So, and you can't stand by yourself in there, right? So you're going to have to click up with some good-minded people who got your best interests at heart along with their best interests at heart. At the end of the day, Fetty is letting us know that not everybody in here is bad, man. And while you going through it, somebody in here is going through it too. And there's a lot of foul people in here. Of course, it's prison, but they got some good stand-up dudes in here too. Now, hopefully, this translate into something else. This translate into Fetty Wap doing his time. The years go by. He is released. He is back in the spotlight. He comes back newly invented with new hot shit material. And he goes back to higher level of fame, traveling, hot on the list to be booked for big shows. And he could pay it back to these homies when they get out. They held me down in the pen. Now when they get out, I'm going to give them an opportunity in real life to change their life, come eat a food, and become somebody themselves. That's what we looking at. Yeah, man, he says you never know where life will take you. And that's true. You know, they say we plan and God laughs, because we got plans, but we don't really know. You never know where life will take you, but you find some good people along the way. I got a few homies I met during my time down that's real stand-up ninjas. My brother, Tay Banger the Prez, and the Mobster. Shout out to Tay Banger, the Prez, and the Mobster, and shout out to Fetty Wap. Do your time, homie. Hold your head up and make it home. I'll catch y'all on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV / BrainFLoTv. You already know. If the topic is hot, we're on it. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.